The movie starts with Charlie Heller restoring an old Cessna his wife got for him. Sarah, Charlie's wife, is preparing for a business trip to London and he already misses her. On his arrival at the CIA's Decryption and Analysis Division, Charlie has befriended a field agent, Jackson O'Brien, who has a codename called The Bear. He is seen chatting with an anonymous source with a codename Inquilin. Shortly after, Sarah calls him trying to kill boredom while waiting for the rest of her team to arrive. After the phone call, Charlie enters a restricted room in the building where he accesses classified files from Inquilin, which reveals that the center's director Alex Moore disguised politically motivated drone strikes as suicide bombings. Charlie is in shock. The following day, Charlie finds Alex inside his office, snooping around. He is bewildered because Alex doesn't come down here often. Alex asks Charlie to go along with him to the director's office. Charlie is subsequently brought to CIA Director Samantha O'Brien, who informs him that Sarah, his wife, has been killed in a terrorist attack in London. Charlie enters into panic mode as a news account of the incident is shown to him. Alex shows Charlie a secret footage of how Sarah was killed. He is very sad about the news and wants revenge. The following day, Alex and his deputy Caleb Horowitz assure Charlie that they are doing the best they can to take down the criminals who ended the life of Sarah. Charlie goes through the footage of Sarah's death over and over again, searching for possible clues he can use to track down her killers. After accessing multiple camera angles, the grieving Charlie soon presents his findings to Alex and Caleb, which shows that after an arms deal gone wrong, the suspects were in a hurry to leave the building after a gunshot triggered security personnel. While trying to leave the building, they resorted to using some people as insurance, and Sarah was one of them. She was picked only because she tried to rescue someone else. Charlie identifies Mishka Blazek, a Belarusian criminal, former American intelligence officer Gretchen Frank, Horst Schiller, the elusive mastermind, and South African ex-Special Forces operative, Elish, all of whom constitutes the 4 assailants responsible for his wife's death. Alex and Caleb tells Charlie that they will do a comparison and insists that they are working hard to take down Schiller's entire crime network.
She's gone.
You suffered a terrible loss.
Sarah mattered.
You blame yourself for
Yes. I want them to go after Sarah's killers.
Determined to avenge Sarah's death, Charlie enters the restricted room again, and this time, he prints out the classified information of Alex's politically motivated attack. Immediately, Charlie confronts Moore with his incriminating orders that cost hundreds of civilians and Allied casualties. He threatens to leak the information and demands the resources and mission-specific training to personally hunt down the 4 killers of Sarah.
I want to find and kill the people who murdered my wife.
Caleb and Alex immediately set up a team to monitor Charlie, who is picked up by Colonel Robert Henderson at Camp Peary, who has been sent to train Charlie on a refresher course. Alex and Caleb, along with a handful of agents, search Charlie's office, hoping to find something to use against him, but to no avail. With no intent to give up soon, they invade Charlie's home in search of valuable information, and are about giving up when they discover a CD he hid in a bar's jukebox, and on playing the CD plate, they discover that he was bluffing. During Charlie's training, Henderson discovers that Charlie sucks at shooting a gun but excels at making a bomb. After training, Henderson gives Charlie a gun and dares him to pull the trigger, but the grieving man seems to not have what it takes to shoot Henderson. Caleb and Alex decide to eliminate Charlie, so they put a call across to Henderson, ordering him to eliminate him. On Henderson's arrival, Charlie is already gone. Alex, who is disappointed, manages to find a bug planted by Charlie inside his office. Charlie boards a flight to London where he is haunted by beautiful memories of Sarah. Caleb informs Alex that Charlie is in London, and so they inform Henderson to take him out. He spots Gretchen from his room, and later that night, Charlie picks the lock of Gretchen's room and begins to take snapshots of her marked calendar. He finds a gun in her locker and grabs it. Gretchen, who is now on her way to her room, makes Charlie to be apprehensive. He attempts to shoot her, but cannot bring himself to do it, so he races back home. The following day, Charlie tracks down Gretchen in Paris after using her calendar, which shows an appointment at an allergy clinic. He disguises as a doctor and locks the glass compartment where Gretchen is working out, trapping her inside the hypobaric chamber. Charlie begins to fill the chamber with pollen while demanding to know the location of Schiller. A doctor and nurse attempts to gain access to the room, but to no avail. Charlie pleads for Gretchen to tell him Schiller's location, but is unwilling to let her die, so he releases her, and the two get into a fight, which Charlie loses. Then Gretchen escapes into street, where she is tragically and fatally knocked by a van. After the accident, Charlie approaches Gretchen and takes her phone. He immediately boards a bus to Marseille, where he visits a bar, and after a few drinks, Charlie notices the presence of Henderson at the bar. He begins to run amidst the crowd of people at the bar. Charlie runs into the street and enters a different bar, but Henderson finds him again. He attempts to escape through the restroom, and with little option available, he confronts Henderson, and while they talk, Charlie's bomb goes off in the restroom, giving him the opportunity to escape Henderson. He continues chatting with Inquilin and seeks help to be smuggled to Istanbul. On his arrival, he enters a minibar where Inquilin reveals herself as Davies, the Russian widow of a murdered ex-KGB officer, having taken his place as Charlie's source. The duo arrive her safe house along the beach. She gets to work immediately and successfully tracks Blazek to a luxury hotel in Madrid. The CIA director invites Alex to lunch, where she informs him that she is aware of his illegal operations within the department and warns him to stop or face sanctions. Samantha is equally aware that Alex sent Henderson after Charlie, distrusting him and deploying her own operative to protect Charlie. Davies and Charlie arrive Madrid, Spain to track down Blazek, who is seen swimming in the rooftop pool. Charlie and Davies plan on using some scuba equipment to decompress the air between the pool's sheets of glass and prepare to execute him the evening of the following day. They identify a man whom Davies discovers to be CIA, along with Henderson, all present for Charlie's sake. Charlie approaches Blazek, demanding for the location of Schiller, but he refuses to cooperate, forcing Charlie to shatter the glass and send him plummeting to his death. Davies uses the cameras in the building to help Charlie escape, while Henderson and Samantha's operatives chase after him but run into each other. Then a fight ensues. Henderson is shot, but then he still manages to kill the agent. Samantha invites Alex to her office, asking for Charlie's whereabouts. Caleb and the CIA tech team discover that Charlie is communicating with someone, so they prepare to track Davies down.
Sounds that a person makes in your life.
That night, Davies gets lonely and wants to sleep beside Charlie. When Charlie gives consent, minutes later, the safe house comes under heavy attack and the duo escape in Davies' car, ensuring to delete all files in her computer. During the chase, the Russian FSB strike team kills Davies as she flees with Charlie. He joins a bus going to Romania, where he has successfully tracked down Elish. Charlie pretends to be a weapons dealer and traps Elish with an improvised explosive, forcing him to reveal that Schiller operates from a ship on the Baltic Sea. Elish pleads for his life, but Charlie takes his phone and leaves him to die in the explosion. Charlie arrives in Primorsk to spy on Schiller's operation, using Elish's phone to tail Schiller. He runs into the bear, who confronts him about his vendetta, but Charlie refuses to stop until he destroys every single killer of his wife. That night, Charlie tracks down Schiller's vessel on the internet, and the following day, while watching their operation, he is knocked out and taken to the ship somewhere in the Baltic Sea. For the first time, he comes face to face with the man responsible for Sarah's death. Schiller, who knows that Charlie cannot pull a trigger no matter the circumstances, gives him a loaded gun and offers him a chance to take his revenge. Charlie refuses to pull the trigger, but instead reveals he has hacked the ship, steering it to the Gulf of Finland, where the Finnish police and Interpol agents immediately surround the vessel, taking Schiller and his crew into custody. The following day, Alex is arrested at his home, and Caleb is not left out as well. Henderson pays a visit to Charlie and encourages him to do the right thing always. Samantha announces that the agency has purged its bad apples. Charlie finishes his plane's restoration and takes it for a flight. This is Falcon Recaps. Thanks for watching.